We've heard there's a growing gap between the rich and the poor in Canada. But what typically comes to mind when we hear the words wealth inequality?
When I think about the rich, I think about laughing.
Maybe kaching or something like that.
Well, I think of rich people going to symphony concerts.
Sound of money, like coins rattling.
The difference between the rich and the poor, what would that sound be?
Nails on the blackboard sound.
I'm in poverty right now. I live in a shelter.
Okay.
I can't find a job.
Well, when I think about poor, I think about crying or screaming, something like that.
There's no real sound. It's desperation really now.
So what we've done is we put together an audio tape that represents to us what wealth inequality sounds like in Canada. Do you mind listening? Sure. Just put those on.
What you are about to hear is a penny falling into a metal bucket. This penny represents $500 in net worth.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it, $500, okay?
In Canada as a whole, there's a total of about $4.9 trillion of wealth. That's a lot of dollars. And what would it sound like if those dollars were shared equally?
What it would sound like?
If all of Canada's wealth was divided equally among 13.5 million family units in Canada, each family's share would sound like this. That was the sound of 729 pennies, the equivalent of about $360,000.
If you took all the wealth.
That's how much each family unit's net worth would be if we shared Canada's wealth equally.
Never happened in our lifetime.
Well, it's not like that now, right? And so what you're going to hear next is the sound for the bottom 50%. That's half of the families in Canada, the poorest half.
As we know, wealth is not evenly distributed.
Sounds like for them, so here it comes.
If we were to take the net worth of the bottom 50% of Canadian family units and average it out, here's what it would sound like. That was 78 pennies, representing $38,700. That's just $100 more than the annual income that a family of 4 would need to stay above the poverty line.
What does that sound like to you?
It sounds like inequality.
Okay, and next what you're going to listen to is the sound of what the richest 1% in Canada have in terms of wealth. The average wealth of the top 1%. Okay? Here it comes.
Wow.
On the other end of the spectrum,
Oh yeah, still going.
the top 1% of family units in Canada
It doesn't end.
Amazing.
has an average net worth of about $6 million. Here's what their wealth sounds like.
It's awful. That does sound unfair.
Silly how everyone, like the 1% has so much and the bottom 50% has so little.
Scary. All that money for so few people.
That's what wealth inequality sounds like.
Just seems it could be a little closer together.
Shameful, I would say. And if it was just evened out a little, what a difference that would make.
Well, it makes you think that if lots of people were to have more money or whatever, have enough to get what they need, then the whole nation would be more better off.